It's not beer pong. It's not cornhole. It's Pop Darts. And it's taken over the sports world one suction cup at a time. From ESPN's Top 10 to your living room table, this is What's Poppin', the most satisfying sports podcast in the world with Mr. T and the Commish. The game, the players, the wild moments you can't script, and the laughter that comes with it. Two guys, one league, zero filter. Let's go.
Welcome back, everybody. We are episode 7, season 2. What's poppin'? Mr. T and the Commish. How we doing? Got a great episode today. We are jumping into a mailbag. We're going to spend all day in that mailbag. We're going to jump in there and get lost. Going to be a lot of fun. Coming off of last week, it was kind of serious. We're going to have a little more fun this week. And then, man, we got so much stuff coming down the pipe. It's the world of Pop Darts getting very, very exciting here coming up. Actually, by the time this airs, some things may have already happened or getting real close to happening. How are you doing, Commish?
It's a great day. Halfway through the season, which is crazy. Halfway through season 2, and
right?
We know we love those mailbag episodes. So there's some good ones in here. I was kind of browsing and perusing, so there's some pretty good questions. There's some, as usual, there's some pointed questions in here, so that should be fun to go through it and see our responses to. So I'm excited there, and I know we haven't talked about him at all, but it's really exciting. We're going to have on the next episode, we're going to have Evan Butrovich, who is the co-host or the host for the ESPN events with me in the booth, is going to join us. And awesome. As usual, we just kind of roll with the punches and the flow. And we were talking to him, and he's like, yeah, I'd love to come on. So as kind of now it's going to be a reoccurring thing on What's Poppin', which is, Evan's going to join us for a recap of what happened. What did we see at that East Coast wild card? So that should be really exciting because this episode's going to air. Cool. This episode will air before then. Evan's will air right after, which would be fun.
Perfect. Your scenery looks a little different today. Where are you at?
Well, I'm at the campground today. Hopefully, I forgot my camera, so I've got my mic, got my headphones, forgot my camera. So hopefully the next episode I'll get the camera squared away and we'll be in much better shape.
Perfect.
So I'm pumped. Let's jump into this. Let's jump into some of these. I'm gonna go. We sorted a couple of them that we think were geared towards one of us or the other, but we can both jump in.
Sure.
How does it? Oh boy, come on! This one says it's a shot at. It's like it's supposed to be like at you, and it's
jumping right in.
Yeah. All right, people. How does it feel? It's a question for Mr. T. How does it feel knowing that your co-host runs the league and still can't beat you? Come on, now. I thought the director you were supposed to be against you.
It has been a while since we played each other, but you're running the league. You got more important things to worry about than where that dart's landing every time. That's my job. I got to worry about that. I got to make the fun shots and get the T-knobbers on ESPN while you make sure that the wheels are spinning and everything keeps moving along as smoothly as it does.
And I'll say for those that I get a lot of crap for my play. Like I'm absolutely not as good as the pros, not even close, but I have a decent record against, or better than it should be. That's what I won't say decent anymore. It's not that good, but it's better than it should be against top players. So I at least hold my own. So that's all I'll say about my skills side of the mailbag. So,
do you think the top players go easy on you sometimes because you are the Commish?
I hope not. I think there's times that they sleep on me a little bit. I think there's times when they think they got it in the bag, but I don't know that they go easy.
Yeah. Good.
So,
all right. So here, on that same note, be honest. How many rules in APL exist because you lost once and couldn't handle it?
Oh, probably all of them. That's got it. There's a whole bunch of them. Well, that's stuff that keeps us up at night. You know, when you write these rules, it's like, well, what scenarios can you imagine? And you think you can imagine them all, and then you can't. Then you live through one, and you're like, that's not right. This needs to be fixed. This needs to be addressed. And so,
right.
Yeah, there's probably a few of them in there that, the new tower location is for sure one that I liked. All right, here's another really good question, and I can't wait to hear your response to this one. What's worse, missing an easy shot, or hearing me explain why it wasn't that easy?
It's always worse than miss an easy shot. I mean, you hate that. Whether it's just a safe dart that you just need to solidify a point and just put it on the board and you just totally whiff it. Those are terrible. When you could have just gone for it and maybe gotten a better shot if you're just going to miss anyway. But it's got to be missing the easy shot. That's always the worst thing, is missing the easy shot. You explaining why it wasn't that easy, I'm used to that. I can take that, but just missing that shot, that's definitely worse.
Yeah, I think people are all getting used to it now. So they're getting used to the commentary. So they're getting used to hearing me explain the game at least a little bit. So it probably doesn't hurt as much.
All right, let's talk win percentages. What is your win percentage when no one's watching, and how is it different when the cameras are rolling?
It's the same, and it's not that great. I'm a beatable player, so I get beat by good players. I've gotten beat by players that aren't so good. I try to do different things when I'm playing. Winning is not always my top priority, so I definitely have been beat times when I shouldn't have been beat because I was either too aggressive, going for specialty shots. Who knows?
Sure.
Is it different when the camera's on? No, probably not. That probably doesn't really affect it. So I just go for it. That's my mantra. I like to see the specialty shots. One note, and I don't know if I told you this, but we were at one of the pre-tournament events, and we are wrapping up all the cameras. We had an awesome tournament. We put everything away, and I'm ready to get in my car and go. And Cole says, Commish, we got to do another game. We got to do a game. And I was like, all right, let's go. So we lined up, and I don't know I was really tired. That was when I was up for like 40 hours straight driving down there.
Right.
And Cole kind of was like, dude, we're lacking energy in this game. And he said something along the lines of like, so watch this. And he like calls his shot and hits a tower. So he goes tower and hits it. Nice. And in true Commish fashion, no cameras, no nothing. I said, oh yeah, Cole, well, I'm not scared of it because I can do this. And I shot and I wiggle knobbered his tower.
No way.
Yeah. No cameras on. We both are going crazy. Side note, he spanked me the rest of that game. So I was not.
Who cares after that?
But also, like I was telling somebody, how many times do you think and this wasn't in sanctioned play, but that's going to exist? Somebody asked me, and I said, hopefully 0. There is never a scenario where shooting for the dart on top of the tower is the smart play.
No, not at all. Not in official league play, especially.
I would hope that one just stands where it's at and people don't try to go after that. But shout out to Cole, because and that was the energy that I think, carried over, the weekend. We saw so many good matches and guys kind of talking a little bit of crap and a little bit of, what, but I think that energy carried over really well that weekend, which was fun.
Yeah.
So,
wow. Yeah. The tower wiggle knobber, me and Colton, we've landed it one time, but it instantly flung off, and it was sad. That is one shot we have not gotten yet.
Yeah, that's a weird one to have in my bag. There's a lot of shots that I wish that I had, and that I've played so much that I feel like I should have that I don't.
Right.
But now that I have something that is pretty rare, I'm set for a little bit. I don't have to worry about it.
The thing about that shot, you really when the opportunity for that shot occurs is very rare because you usually only throw at the tower on your last dart. There's not a lot of people throwing tower shots on their first dart. So when you throw it on your last dart, usually the only dart left is maybe your opponent's last dart to even try for that shot. So the odds of that shot even being able to be attempted are low enough already as it is. And then the fact that,
and Cole will have to verify this, but I honestly think he shot tower on his first dart and I got the wiggle number on my first dart. I think we were just in like a kind of talking crap mode, and he again probably knew he had me in the bag,
right?
So he was playing around. So,
clearly not a strategic league play type setup.
No, not at all. So, here's one. If you had to coach me for one tournament, where do you even start, and how do we get enough amateurs together to give me a chance?
Well, first, I think I would have to mainline some Rockstar just so I could keep up with your energy, catch up with you. So we'd have to start there with a major influx of some caffeine. And then just I feel like I just got to stay on you and just, make sure you don't get distracted and stay focused. That'd be the main thing. And, get you a nice lineup.
That's a tough one, keeping me distracted. And we need to score points here. Like we don't need a tower right now.
Right.
We don't need
a tower right now.
Like we leave the tower.
We're not in Wisconsin. That's not a point.
Yep. Stop that. Those leaners don't count. They shouldn't count. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. That's a funny question.
So how many game time decisions are you actually just making up on the spot?
Well, for things that have never happened before, all of them. So if it's in the rules, people know it already. But I will say, because I've said this a lot, whether I'm traveling or whether I'm in my home league, anytime I hear that's a commish question, call him over here, I can turn and look at everybody around me and say, it's absolutely not a question for me. They just want me to go up there and be the bad guy. They know the answer. Right. Somebody at that table knows the answer, if not all of the people at that table. They just want me to be the bad guy in the room. So they want me to go there and tell them, what it is. So,
sure.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of those game time decisions are on the spot, especially if it's a rule or a scenario that we've never had before, which keep popping up, which is very cool. So I like that.
Right.
That's a good question, but yes, a lot of them. So
for sure.
Oh boy. What's one thing that I do that would get a normal player roasted instantly?
Oh man. It's a point in Wisconsin. Probably get a lot of people roasted if they're not from the Wisconsin area. But man, there's not a lot of guys that can pull off the Commish's aura. It's just, you're a very unique man, and anybody tries to be the Commish is gonna get it wrong.
Yeah, there was one time when the broadcast was going on that we almost had a dart double doink, come back and lean on the target marker. And I could hear myself saying that's a point in Wisconsin. And thankfully that dart continued to roll and did not end up as a leaner on the target, because I'm not sure that I would have been able to not say, hey, we consider that a point in Wisconsin.
You had it in the chamber, loaded, ready to go.
Not purposefully, just I had it there, like not purposefully. So,
yeah.
It would have, man, that would have been hard to not say. Oh, here's a good one. This one's a shot at both of us. Are you ready for this?
All right, let's go.
Who's more delusional at their own greatness, you or me?
Oh man, I don't think either one of us are delusional. I think we're pretty humble guys. I don't think we're over the top about it. at all.
And if somebody does think they're delusional, then I think they're missing the joy by which we do some of this, and the fact that it is meant to be entertaining and fun, and nobody takes it all that seriously. So, that's pretty. And if we had to pick one, I would say absolutely it's me. So
you said it.
So yeah. Oh, I'm gonna read 2 in a row because I saw this one.
Okay.
If we played 100 matches, you and I, it says what's the real score, not the one we tell people, but I'm gonna interpret that as like, what is like the average margin by which you beat me, and how many times I get you out of 100. That's all. I'm gonna reword somebody's question because I don't know what the real score means.
I think I'm going to call it like a 65-35. I think I can get you double the amount of times you get me. I think.
I would say I would be happy, and there's a couple other players that fall in the same category. I would be happy if I pulled off 20. Just
20.
Yeah, I'd be because I would be aggressive. I think I know going into it, I can't dink and dunk alongside of you guys. So because of that, I get aggressive, which means I'm going to hit my specialty shots. I'm going to get games, but if I'm not, I can get killed too. So
I get you. And so the crutch is the specialty shot.
Oh yeah, I would go specialty shot. Absolutely. There's no doubt that's what I would go for. That's what I would push for, so that I could give myself a fighting chance. And I would bounce a lot. I'm sure of that. Yeah, I'm sure I'd be bouncing off the target quite a bit as we were going with. So
the trick to playing you is to just play a steady, consistent game.
Yeah, I mean, to get me
force you into the trick shots, the specialty shots.
Yeah, and I can go around. So like position A doesn't necessarily deter me. So I from that perspective, it doesn't. But I would say, just hitting. I'm not going to make it easy on you. You're going to have to hit. I mean, I think back to some of the games that I played, like against Cole or some of the top players. One of the games he beat me up like really good. I didn't land a dart more than I always had one dart within probably 2 inches, almost every round.
Yeah.
His was just better and closer. So then that's kind of what I mean by like, when you get good players, it's not that I threw poorly. It's just good players are better. Like you guys are much better at the game. So
I get it. All right. Let's I'm going to jump back to one for you. So let's see. Let's go. Have you ever pulled rank mid-match and thought, yeah, I'm the commish? That counts.
I guess my buddies, yeah. Like if we're drinking beer and something, like I'm like, get out of here. You're gonna argue with me on this?
Yeah.
Like, no, like
no.
No.
You know who I am?
Yeah, like get out of here. No. Not in anything that's sanctioned or anything. Again, we like to make up some of our rules. We like to have house rules. I think that part is fun, but no. You hear the guys when I'm down in Florida or Texas, some of these other areas go, like somebody will say, "Oh, that's a point in Wisconsin," and somebody, "We're not in Wisconsin." Like you hear that, like guys, like that's kind of the closest to the rankful that I've heard.
What's going to be great is when your two kids start playing in the leagues and they get into a situation like that, and they'll be like, "Do you know who my dad is?"
Yeah. He says that counts. That's a point.
Right.
That's pretty good. And they will too. That'll be
oh, for sure.
They're for sure gonna fight rules and rules.
You need to put that on a t-shirt for him. You know who my dad is?
Yeah, you know who my dad is. Like that would actually be funny. We gotta get him some t-shirts made. Here, who talks more trash? You or me when I'm down bad. I was like, whoa, it's not even like you or me. They wrote when I'm down
right.
bad. Okay.
They got to put you down.
Yeah.
Man, I got to say you. I got to say you because I've been so trained on this YouTube page to keep my trash talk to a minimum. Is at least the I got to keep it clean. We keep it PG on the YouTube, so I've gotten really good at filtering myself when it comes to throwing Pop Darts. So I'm gonna have to throw that one on you.
Yeah, and when this one airs, we will be entering the week of Tulsa, where we have our Florida versus Midwest, and boy, are that trash talk. If it's gonna up itself the week of, it's so funny. I posted just I don't know if it'd be a couple days ago when this airs, but I posted something. I tagged Blake and said, like, have you seen has Florida ever spent this much time in a dictionary in their lives or something? And they're throwing it back at us.
Right.
It's hilarious. It's really funny. I think those matches are going to be fantastic. I think there's going to be
I cannot wait.
There's going to be more kind of crap talking than probably has ever, like, probably arguably that has ever been done. Like, Pop Darts is such a nice, everybody's nice.
Oh, yeah.
This one's going to be this little team battle that we have going on is going to be funny. It's going to be a blast. So
yeah,
I can't wait for.
There's gonna be some gold in there. Oh yeah.
Oh, how about this one?
Man.
What is our most toxic 2v2 strategy as a duo? If you and I are playing a teams battle.
Ooh, most toxic strategy. So I'm going to take that as a bad strategy, and I'm going to go with all we do is go for specialty shots. If that's our strategy, where it's T-knobber or nothing, then that's definitely toxic, especially as in a 2v2. Well, okay, so 2v2 versus a duo. 2v2 strategy as a team
is what I took that
as a duo. Yeah, so we're on the same team. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that's a poor strategy if you're a team. If you want to have one guy going for T-knobbers while the other guy gets some safe close darts, that's probably a pretty safe strategy there. But if everybody's going for that T-knobber or towers, then it's not gonna be
doubles. Good. In doubles, I would say for us, it would be having me go first at any point. Like, and that's just a strategy that I think would be bad.
Yeah.
In that, like, I think the better player, not always, not in every double strategy, but with you and I, you're going to get closer. You're going to put pressure on them a lot more. So I would say any scenario where I go first, probably doesn't help us as a team.
Right.
Like I can throw safe darts with anybody else and put them on the board. I can go after specialty shots. Yeah, you'd be better at them. But if you can put the pressure on early, then we have 3 darts too. I'll have 2 and you'll have 1 that we can attack. So that would be my toxic strategy, I guess, as a duo. So toxic is a funny word. I like that.
That can kind of go both ways.
So, do you have it says what's your, but do you have I know I lost or I knew I lost moment mid-match, in the middle of a match? Have you ever had one of those moments?
Again, I play against the national champion. He's my number one competitor. I play him more than I play anybody else, Colton. And when he's got me in a position where he's already beaten up on me a little bit, say he comes off strong with a 5-0 start and just, has me skunked right out the door. And then he'll land a T-knobber in round 4 or 5 and just totally crush my hopes of being able to come back. And that's hard, to keeping your momentum when you're down, double digits. That's challenging mentally to come back. But, you said something on the last podcast, I think, that I've had on repeat. I say, if you've still got a dart in your hand, you're still in this game. There is nothing stopping you from taking over the board.
You will hear me. I think I said that a couple of times when we were, recording and getting, because I honestly do believe it's true. And with these players, to your point, it's probably hard mentally to believe that when you're getting demoralized and like it's not, you weren't trying when you went down 15, you were trying right. And yet he's beating up on you, but it's one dart. And if you have one dart in your hand, you're right. Still in the game. And I've always, it does not matter where that dart is or what, like I laugh if somebody hits a T-knobber and a tower on you and you still have a dart, you're still in the game. Right. Like you are still in the game.
You are.
So it's 100%. Really, and I think as these matches get more competitive and I guess I would just say as the talent gets better and better, I'd be curious where honors falls in all that, because sometimes it's like you want like that. Do you want the last dart sometimes? Do you not want the last dart right. Sometimes? Like, I don't know. It just, every time you got a dart in your hand, you're in the game. So that's
right.
That's a good question. I like
there's so many ways to go on that. Would you rather have honors or would you rather have the last dart? That's a big question. That's a loaded question. I don't even know if I have a preference almost, because both of them have such advantages.
I mean, if I'm down in a game, I want last dart. If I'm up in a game,
yeah,
I think I want first dart. And just because I want to be able to continue to control and to put pressure on and etc. But if I'm down, I think I want last dart. I think I want to know if I need to do something with that last dart or not. That's just my take on on the last dart.
No, that makes sense.
So I like that. Oh boy. You ready for this one? And I have the answer to this one. So if one of you retires today from the Pop Darts Arena, who hurts the brand more? Mr. T or the Commish?
Oh, that's no question. It's the Commish. The Commish does so much more for the brand of Pop Darts. He's behind. He's in the background everywhere. He's whatever's happening in the world of Pop Darts. There's a good chance the Commish has got his nose in it at some point.
I would say you would hurt the brand more just because it's so new and you've had such success on big stages. I mean, I think that's the one. Not that I'm like replaceable in terms of like, what it is, but somebody else could kind of take on the mantra or do the work. I think you've created a recognizable face on big stages. And as we grow, that's going to be important. And I guess the follow-up is I think neither one of us, because I think it's good for the brand and it's good for the sport if we keep going. But that's
nobody's retiring anytime soon.
Nope. Not going anywhere. Sorry, guys.
I can see me and you in our 70s just being the announcers at all the Pop Darts games all across the country, just traveling and commentating on Pop Darts tournaments.
Oh yeah. So that would make I mean, my kids will be playing. My grandkids will be playing at that point. Like
Colton's kids will be playing.
Mm-hmm. They'll be like, oh my God, like Grandpa, that's not funny anymore. It wasn't funny 40 years ago or 70 years ago. It wasn't funny then. It's still not funny, Grandpa. Like,
that's a point in Wisconsin.
That would be funny. My grandkids get annoyed with me, then that's probably when you've made it. Like that you
exactly
bad joke telling when your grandkids are
that
telling
is
you
the top.
That's pretty good.
All right, what's the most ridiculous argument you've ever had over Pop Darts?
It is ridiculous. So I'm gonna it's ridiculous, but I kind of at the time, and even looking back, I probably would have still had the argument. But like when I started telling people like that this is what we're doing, and that like it's gonna be on ESPN, and even like I'm talking back a year ago when it was just sort of kind of coming out that we were going to be on ESPN, and it maybe hadn't been 100% locked in yet, and which. God, think back a year ago, it wasn't even 100%. It was like pretty sure that we were going on Ocho, but like this time a year ago, it wasn't even like a guarantee. Like we hadn't. So And I'm telling people that we're going to go on ESPN and we're going to do this and we're going to try to get more episodes on ESPN. And I'm building this big plan where we can be on once a month or twice a month. And I'm telling them all this, and they're like, it's just not that entertaining. They're like, it just does not have traction. And there was a couple of people that are like, just because you're like obsessed with this thing does not, like, there is no market for this. Nobody's going to watch this. Nobody's going to want to see this. And I think I passionately was like, you are so wrong. Like, you are so ridiculous. Like, everything about this is cool. And I probably was almost like little kid fighting, like, because I had no basis for anything other than my belief in it, and that was probably the most ridiculous, argument that I had, or, over the sport, was just like, it's going to be awesome. Trust me. Like, watch it. Right. It's going to be great. So that was probably, and it was ridiculous. And even thinking back then, it was probably ridiculous, but I was pretty passionate about it.
Well, everybody in the Pop Darts world appreciates your passion for the sport.
I love Pop Dart. I love watching it. I hope as we get into it, I'd like to get into some more on the podcast itself, like analyzing, and maybe we can talk about it. Maybe this can be something we do in sure. Evan's segment, where we can talk about a match and like break down a match. I think that would be really cool. And that'll take some work on the editing side for me, where we can pull it up, talk about, like, watch that I guess round, and then break down like what the players are doing, what's going on. I think that piece of this sport will really help it take off. I think that a lot of people still don't understand that there is just an absolute boatload of strategy in what these guys are doing. And when Evan's on, he can talk to you too and weigh in on this. It's so fast paced. I don't have time to talk about the dart you threw before your opponent's throwing another dart. So there's not even time to say, and that's a great shot. He had to go to the left because it's too late. 2 darts have been thrown. Right. So
I know. I know. It is very fast.
And it's just a part where the casual viewer, I think, doesn't necessarily need to know that, but a lot of people do want to know that. A lot of people, fantasy football exists for a reason. Fantasy basketball, all of it exists because fans like to hyper.
Fantasy Pop Darts coming soon.
Yeah, they like to hyper analyze the sport. And so as the sport grows, I hope we can find, and maybe our podcast and some of these podcasts can be gateways into that analysis, so that people have that like fix, if you will, to like learn more and to get more information on, on the sport. So I think that's pretty, hopefully we can build that, because that's something where that'll be it. You'll have trouble getting me to stop talking. Not that we've had good success up to this point, but if we start analyzing what was going on, what the strategy is, where they needed to go, what they needed to do, look out. Like then that's going to be it for me. That's all I'm going to want to do, is sit and analyze Pop Darts footage and game footage. And all that. So,
watching the tapes.
If the league depended on one shot from the commish, how nervous are you? I love that question.
I'm not nervous at all.
Oh, man.
Oh, what a question. If the league depended on one shot. Wow. Oh, man. Obviously I'm going to be nervous. It'd be crazy not to be, but I've got all the confidence in the world in you. No problem. You got it.
I would think I have it. I'm going to go up there thinking I have it. You can't go up there and not think you have it. So
no, not at all.
That would
You've already lost then.
Exactly. Oh boy.
All right. What hurts more? Losing a match, or somebody calling Pop Darts just a backyard game or a toy?
I don't like the backyard game and toy thing. So yeah, I would say that probably goes out. Yeah, that probably hurts more. I would say just because
I agree. You're gonna lose a match. You can't win them all.
Yeah, and we've just spent a lot of time not making it a backyard game and toy, and we've done
Right.
we've done a lot. We've done it what I'd like to consider at least relatively successfully. So yeah, I don't that one kind of hurts a little bit, especially as we've
I would say
established ourselves. We are on ESPN, we are working with some big names in lots of different arenas and things to build this sport. So yeah, that one probably hurts more. It's still at this juncture to be like, oh, that's just a toy. Like, get out of here. So
Right. Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
And maybe
people that call it just a toy are still throwing tomahawks.
Probably. It's one of those, like, I sometimes, like, I want to, and I make sure I don't get into those comment sections, because it's like, what I think I probably did this maybe I thought it and didn't do it. Maybe there's somebody can pull out a receipt and say that I did do this, but in my head, somebody had made a comment on one of the posts and said something along the lines of, anybody can do it. Or it was talking crap and said, that's stupid, or that's, these people are. And I said, in my head, again, maybe I typed this, I don't know, I hope not. I said, those that can't do coach, or those that can't do coach and teach, those that can't do that talk shit online, or something like that. It was going through my head. And I don't know if I typed that or not. I hope I didn't. But that was what was going through my head. And that's what goes through my head all the time when I see these people online talking a little bit of smack.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Oh, for sure.
That's funny. I hope I didn't actually type that one. What is one thing that fans think is easy that's actually brutal? And this one's directed at kind of both of us, so I don't know if they're talking about you as a player, me as a commissioner. I don't know, but yeah, we'll roll with it.
So, starting with just being able to land darts is not easy. There is a learning curve there that you've got to get past. So once you get past that, the fans, there's obviously fans out there that have never even thrown a dart. So when they see us throwing these and landing them, we're landing every throw unless it bounces off of something. It looks easy. It really does look easy, but it is not. And then to make it even more, to bring it one step up, when you're doing these tournaments and when you're on ESPN and you've got lights like you've never seen before, like the sun right above you is how much lighting is going on. It's insane. And cameras, every single place you look is a camera, and you've still got to land that dart. It's a lot of mental. It's mostly mental, but it's not easy.
So, and the athletes always, they have mixed views on this. So now I've experienced a bunch of them. So it's not just 4 anymore. Now there's been more that have played on ESPN. And I can tell you that that is one thing, and I'm just jumping, and kind of piggybacking off your comment. These are some of the best players in the sport. And then when you watch them under the lights, it's a whole different game. It is not them playing,
right?
At a tournament or a local tournament or a
right.
That big stage is huge, and it's so difficult to play. And you watch players short things. You watch I watch players that I know dominate where they go, but when the lights are on, boy, it is much different for those players. So I would say that everybody that's like, oh, these two guys, they're the best in the world. And I'm like, they are. And yeah, arguably they're not playing maybe that way, but it's hard. Like, it is difficult. These guys are not, the average pop dart athlete is not trained TV, like used to being
right
on television and on the lights. And so it's a shock to the average pop darts player when they get there for the first time. So very, very few of them that I've witnessed and watched are able to just cancel that out and play pop darts. So I'm actually kind of piggybacking and say that playing under those lights and those cameras, people think that it's easy. It's not. it's incredibly difficult for these players to dial into their muscle memory and their thought process. And it shows these games. Some of them do push and harder than maybe they would if they're somewhere else, so.
Oh yeah.
Much, much harder. This like, okay, who gets exposed the fastest in a beginners league? It's me. Like, of course it's me. Like, what are you guys talking about? Why does it gotta be beginners league? Yeah, it's that's me. And I would say that's me because I just don't I would get beat. I would get beat doing something silly like going for all towers or all T-knobbers or all something. And then some person that's a beginner, quote unquote, is actually really good and knocks me out. They might be brand new to We see these players pop up all the time. Oh, here's a good question for both of us. Who has a worse poker face mid-match in the middle of the match?
Ooh, well, I think I have a decent poker face. I could be wrong. I do get called out online sometimes where they can say Mr. T's looking angry, but when Colton's just really whipping on me. But I don't know. I don't know that I've ever really paid attention to your poker face. I don't know that you really have much of a poker face.
It's terrible.
I think you kind of wear your heart on your sleeve, and whatever's going through your mind is very clear to see.
If I'm in very few of the APL like highlights and stuff, but there's one like T-knobber I hit and like I'm dancing and like doing all this, like that's exactly. And I don't necessarily do that every time or like against every opponent either. Like if I don't know the person well or whatever, I'm not that guy that I did it against. He is one of the best players that I play with and against, and he always seems to have my number. He just double dipped me in league last week. I got him pretty good during like round robin, and then all the way to the championship, and then he did beat me twice. So like when I hit a T-knobber against him, like like I'm gonna get giddy. I'm gonna celebrate a little bit, but no, I don't have a poker face. Whatever's going on, like I'm gonna be frustrated. Like other players I watch are much more like, this is how I play. I'm going to be polite. I'm going to shake your hand. I'm going to be nice. That is not me. If as a player, that's not me at all. I'm going to be mad, but like not at you, just mad, when I'm getting my butt kicked. I'm going to be, annoyed, frustrated. You're going to see it all. That's how I am. Like
nothing wrong with that.
No.
Very easy to read.
Yeah, you're gonna know.
We'll have to play some poker sometime.
You won't have to watch you could not watch the darts and probably guess pretty close to the score by just watching my face through the entirety of the match. You get pretty close, I would think.
I bet.
All
right, let's see.
Oh boy, there's some good ones in here. Who's likely to start a rule argument mid-game?
Oh man, I've had some mid-game rule arguments with Colton, where we've had to just really talk it out and figure it out. But I think between the two of us, I think you would probably be the most likely because I feel like you probably know the rules better than anybody. So if somebody was to come at you with something that is not right, you're just gonna pull the rule book out right there and be like, nope, right here, section 8, line 2, quadrant B says that you are wrong. So I think
I was gonna say players. I think any player. I think you guys seem to care more about the rules, so like you're more passionate about the rules. Like for me, that's true. You would think it would be me, but I don't know. I don't know that like I'll tell you like, oh, that's not the rule but I'm not going to start an argument over it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not as passionate.
So it would be the player
rules.
So. It would be the player against you that would start the argument and then you would just finish them.
Yeah. I mean, well, or just again, just point out some facts. So
right.
Like, that one is I don't think it would be much of a fight.
Yeah. All right, I got one.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so if ESPN mic'd both of us up and it was uncensored, who's getting canceled first?
That's me. It absolutely is me.
I agree. Back to my built-in YouTube filter. I've gotten pretty good at that. A lot of practice.
I'm impressed how good I've gotten when it matters, because I don't want to say I'm known for. That's not something I'm known for, but I'm a little bit more colorful with the language. I'm a little bit more direct. So, yeah, I'm really happy that I haven't slipped up and done any of that, but yeah, it would be me for sure. Especially if they followed me around doing things even just around the set. They would notice that there's some colorful.
Oh yeah. Yeah. During setup and everything. Yeah, that could get ugly.
Yeah, that one would be me. Who gets canceled first for sure. Who takes longer to line up their shot for no reason at all?
Oh. So I've really been practicing trying to take my time a little bit and think about what I'm doing instead of just grabbing a dart and throwing it. So I think my lineup time has increased here recently. I've been working on that, so I'm gonna have to say that it's me. I'm not gonna say that I don't have a reason for it though. I am trying to line up and stay consistent and do the same procedure every time to keep that consistency, and so I've really been working on that lately. So I think my lineup shot is a little longer.
The short answer to this question is definitely nobody from Florida. Those guys, you didn't even blink in the dark.
Rapid fire.
I'm the same way as you. I take my time. I'm not in a rush. I like to look at the board. I like to think about where my spot is. I think I'm known. I don't know why, and I'll ask this to you, and then I'll ask it to other players as well. But I don't know why more players don't ask for a measurement, ask to see which dart's closer mid-match. That you don't. It doesn't require a timeout if you want to know which dart's closer, and because I want to know all that stuff before I throw my dart. Yeah. So if I can't tell, it's like, hey, we got to and if I'm playing you. And you have a dart left, you're going to want to know too, it's a mutual advantage to kind of know. So for me, I take a long time to fire. I take probably all of the 10 seconds that we're afforded and that we're given, because I want to know everything. That's me. Some people are like, I don't care, I'm going closer anyways. Well, that's fine, but I care. I want to know which one's closer right now. So especially depending on the match, if there's a lot in front and maybe it's only 2 inches, it's not that close. But if I am closer, instead of playing backside, I might go tower instead of, other players may say, well, I'm just going to go closer. Well, that's fine. I'm not. I don't want to go over if there's 4 darts up front. I don't want to go over those. I want to go, I'll go tower, or I'll take my bet going somewhere else. So
yeah,
that's why I go. It takes me a long time.
Let's see. Who's more likely to blame the board, the darts, the lighting, and the air pressure?
I don't blame the board or the darts. The lighting, I have had situations where the lighting is different and off.
Sure.
I'm not a big blame person. I know there are a lot of players, that blame the darts. There's some, as we're saying this, I got a text last night that somebody is one of my buddies, and I'll call him out, he doesn't care, but Pop Darts fan Steve is dead ass convinced that the blue and green darts are just not up to par with all the other darts.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's convinced. He is absolutely convinced. He sent me a message. He's absolutely convinced they're not the same.
Needs to do a wiggle test.
He's convinced. So he's like, they won't stick. They do.
They won't stick.
But yeah, I do hear a lot of players do the darts. I mean, we'll blame the darts. I have played at areas where it was hot, and they had a fan, and I didn't notice because it wasn't like whipping the darts, but all of a sudden, like I couldn't figure it out. And then we were like halfway through, and I'm like, wait, it's only happening on court one. I look up, and there's a fan, and it was affecting the darts. Just it would knock them a little short, or it would shoot them to the left. And it wasn't a ton, but we noticed, and then we moved to all the important games then to like court two. But it was I did notice. I mean, that's the one time I can say that it was actually happening to all of us, and it was kind of funny that it took us so long to figure out that there's a fan blowing our darts above us.
Wow. Now I have blamed a target marker before. We've had target markers that will have a little bit of a bow or a cup to them. I guess they just need to go in the dryer for a half hour. But I have blamed a target marker on my non-tee knobber throws before because of maybe an unnatural curve to the top of it.
So we found that is true. And if you don't want to go through the dryer thing, just point the curve towards the players, and it helps you because, of course, the dart's coming from the players. So you just point that angle of it towards the player, and you have a little bit better likelihood of getting it until you get another, or just get another target. Get another target marker, and then you'd be fine. Then so, but I have noticed that. Right, at least.
Right.
Chucking in here. Who practices less and talks more? Come on, guys. You know that's me.
On both of them.
Yeah, yes, that's me.
Yeah.
Which that reminds me, okay. That reminds me that I got to get going here. If we're going to be playing in, a little under a week, I gotta do some.
Yeah.
I gotta get some darts thrown. So for those that don't know, we're involved in so Mr. T and I are representing the Midwest in a Midwest versus Florida challenge. It's 6 players from the Midwest playing 6 players from Florida in a team style battle. So what that means is each of us will play individual games against the opponents. So I have 6 games in this tournament against all 6 of the Florida players, all the 21, nothing unusual. There's nothing crazy about this game, but each of my victories counts as a point for the Midwest, and it's a battle in 36 games to get to 19. So the first team to achieve 19 victories wins. So for me, I think I have 2. I think I can commit to my team to getting 2. There's a chance I can get 3 or 4. That's not a high chance. It's not a high chance. So I'll just tell my team that. But I feel like if I get anything under 2, I've hurt my team. So I think you guys are good enough. No offense, Florida. I think my team's got enough to make up that one game for me. So that's what I think. And then did you hear what we declared for the tiebreaker in the event that we go through 36 games and split?
Okay. No, I have not heard.
You nominate our team will nominate our player, and their team will nominate their player, and they just go mano a mano for the title. It's just 1v1. We put our best versus their best, and we go get it.
That's perfect.
That one that's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm excited, and yes, now I need to practice more, but also talk more too. Probably, I think that's going to be one of my strategies going in.
You're going to be our secret weapon.
And I'm gonna trash talk a little bit more than probably I should, but it'll be a lot of fun. Like it's
gonna be so much fun.
And we have such an advantage in the trash talking department. And Florida just doesn't even know. If you're Florida, I don't want to say they're they're younger. Their average age of that team probably falls in like the like young 30s, low 30s. Okay, we'll say that.
Okay.
That's where they fall. They have to, and then we can trash talk. And our team is 3 older middle-aged men and 3 teenagers that can't drive yet. So
Right.
like we have a huge trash talking advantage. What are you gonna like? You're gonna trash talk a bunch of old dudes or a bunch of like teenagers? Come on now. Like, what are you doing over here? No, so it'll be fun. They're all great guys. So
It's gonna be great.
It'll be interesting to see how it goes. But yeah, definitely gonna step up the trash talking just a little bit more. So I like that. Oh, geez. That's funny that we're talking about trash talk because one of the questions on here is who would last longer in a tournament with no trash talk allowed. I think we answered that, guys.
I think that's an easy one too. Yeah.
I'm out. Like I'm out.
You're out.
Sorry, not going to be doing it.
That's a big part of your strategy.
It's my entire strategy going into next weekend for sure. Let's see here if there's any more good ones. Who's more likely to call that was in? I wonder if that means like a lippy or like closest dart. I would think that's what they're referring to there. It clearly wasn't. That's probably me. I swear we have something at one of our like where we play our home league. You would swear, and both players agree that a dart's closer from where you stand. And something about our setup, you walk up there and you're not close. It's not even close. So another dart is closer and by like a lot. And we all walk up there going, how, like, what is going on between, we're 17 feet away. It shouldn't be this
walk through a wormhole.
Yeah. And we all see the same thing that dart A is closer. You get up there, dart B is closer by like an inch and a half. And you're like,
yeah, it's very, very deceiving when you've got a dart in front of the target and a dart behind the target. They can be the exact same distance apart from the target, but look like they're 3 inches in difference.
It's unbelievable. So, yeah, that one for me, like anybody playing is more likely to do that because that one, I see it all the time. We see it happen all the time in league. So that part's when we were playing, that was always an argument with me and Colton, because we would get darts that looked identical. And, I've got a pretty good eye for measurements being a contractor. I can call something out. Yeah, that's about 2 3/4. That's about 3 5/8, whatever. I can call those pretty good, but Colton doesn't believe me most of the time. So I went out and bought a micrometer that takes it to the 1,000th of a millimeter. And I ended those arguments real fast. I like it. That's awesome. That's
and now we've got the wire. The wire, one of my favorite pop dart inventions, is such a perfect way to measure the distance, and it looks cool, and it's made for one purpose, and it's perfected it.
Yeah, the wire's awesome. That's gonna make it's changed the game in terms of how accurate we are with everything. It's amazing.
Yeah. Huge. Yeah. If you don't have a wire, get a wire.
Yeah. If you're going to play competitively, it's almost a requirement at this point to make that happen and make that look good. So, I mean, in terms of just the professionalism of your league or what you're doing, you don't want to have arguments over what's closest when you have a tool at your disposal to make it easy to do.
So let me ask you a rule question real quick, a little tangent. Speaking of the wire, when there is 2 darts, say there's all 6 darts are on the table, but you've got 2 that are identical in distance from the target that are the close ones. So the way we play it at our house is we pull those 2 darts, we each throw those 2 darts, and the closest between those 2 darts is the close dart.
The rule is all darts on the borders are back in play. So once you pull those 2 darts, those other 4 darts that remained on the board are all in play for closest dart. So every dart is now it's a new board, and you throw honors is the same. So if you had honors, you would throw first, but you throw those 2 darts, and it's the closest after that. So those other darts do count, and they are in play.
That's what I thought. That's just our house rule. Then where we just go between those two.
Yeah.
Which hurts sometimes because if you don't land that one, ouch.
Well, and that's where I think honors comes in, because I've seen guys throw and put a really good dart in place, maybe not perfect, but even an inch or two in that scenario. And now the other guy's got to go, like, he's either got to, it's hard because now he's got to go at it. And if he doesn't go, like, that's where I see a lot of bounce darts on those closest darts, because you pull them and then the other guy throws kind of to an opening that was created by those two darts being pulled. There's usually a gap. There's usually somewhere they can go to now. And then it's like, if he hits that gap, the other guy's like, oh, dang it. Like, because the other darts are still on the board. The other 4 darts are arguably still clouding up that board, or, crowding that board up right now. So that's a huge advantage to have honors in that scenario when you're looking at.
Yeah, for sure.
Having to rethrow.
All right, jumping back in. Let's see. Who would lose to a random bar player first?
Me, for sure. we have guys come up all the time and play, and some of them are really good. Some of them are very, very good. Like we talk to people all the time. We bring people into league. Some of them are really good. So that would be me. And some of it is I'm teaching them and I'm showing them, and some of it is I get in my own head and I'll start talking strategy with somebody who doesn't care. They're just learning how to stick darts. And then I'm over analyzing something to the point of paralysis and just not, paying attention to the game. So that'll be me. That's me for sure.
Yeah. So another tangent here. You play, your league night is at a bar type place, right?
Oh yeah.
So there's a dartboard there, an actual dartboard on the wall. Mm-hmm. Do you find the guys that are good at playing darts catch on to the pop darts a lot quicker than the average person?
So of the niche sports,
or do they struggle?
Of the niche sports, the axe throwers tend to be really good, and then the cornhole players are actually really good too. The dart players they're also really good, but they have an additional kind of challenge, I guess I would call it, in that the dart is very precise and very pointed and very direct. And pop darts, just like throwing a paper airplane, you can't imagine a dart player taking a paper airplane and trying to throw that the way they throw a dart. It doesn't work. Right. So once they have like an additional step where they have to figure it out, but once they do, they're fine. And I had a dart player that is a really good dart player that became a really good pop darts player. And somebody said, like, why would you do that? Does that mess with your dart throw? And he goes, mess with my dart throw. He goes, they're nothing alike. He goes, you can't mess with your dart throw like playing pop darts, because they're not even close. They're not the same motion, nothing. So then again, any niche athlete that is big on consistency and on repetition, it gets good at pop darts with relative ease. So I would say axe throwing and cornhole. Axe throwing has more of the same motion, and that, which I think makes pop darts easier. And then cornhole gets in really good, and darts it doesn't take much. Once they learn that it's not the same throw, they're fine.
Right. Yeah, it's got to be a little bit of a learning curve there, because I feel like even when I go from elite darts to pro darts, I have to adjust. So I would hate to – I would think that a pro dart player would maybe have some issues between the two throws, and, maybe one way throwing off – if they were bouncing back and forth from pop darts to real darts, or whatever you want to call them, just darts, that they would maybe start flopping some dart throws and really line driving some pop dart throws.
The one guy that I talked to, or that's, again, a very good player, he just said it's not the same at all. So he just and I think part of with him is they don't feel the same either. So I think it was easy for him to adjust because it was bigger. It was, it wasn't the same anything. So he just mentally, it's baseball players play golf all the time. Those are not, the ones that are good golfers and good baseball players, they know that the swing is, yeah, it's a swing, but it's not the same. You know, you can't hit a golf ball
Yeah.
the way you hit a baseball. So, and I think that's the same thing with darts
Right.
and pop darts players is they adjust and they make that change. And then mentally the good ones can mentally go back and forth with no issues. So I think that part's, it's a rumor. It's an excuse. I think sometimes when people don't want to try something new. Well, I don't want it to mess with my golf game. I don't want it to mess with my,
Right.
my baseball game. It's not going to affect their dart game. So they'll still be able to throw darts. So,
Got it.
and I know a lot of good dart players that are good pop darts players. So if you're a dart player, go ahead, throw the pop dart. It won't affect your game. You'll be okay. So
Good to know.
yeah, that was a good
All right.
episode. I liked a ton of it. Guys, this is going out the
that was
morning.
fun.
This is going to be going out the morning of our ESPN airing. So ESPN is going to be going on tonight. It's an ESPN 2 on at about 9:00 Central Time. That's 10 p.m. Eastern. And tune in. And then next week with us, we will welcome Evan to, my co-host in ESPN to What's Poppin', and we'll recap.
Can't wait. That's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be exciting. I can't wait.
Yeah, it is. All right, guys, we're signing off. Episode 7. We'll see you in the next one. Keep throwing darts.
All right, we'll see you next time.
That's another round of What's Poppin', the most satisfying sports podcast in the world with Mr. T and the Commish. The only place where suction cups and smack talk collide. Follow the madness on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube at What's Poppin' Podcast. And catch every episode wherever you get your podcasts. Until next time, keep your aim tight and your suction strong.